Big Don Trump has done it again. This is Eddie from Eddie's Emporium, and today we're speaking about the big bad American tariffs and what it means for TCG businesses, specifically in America, but not completely exclusively. And it's a bit of a wild one. Like, Trump's came out with this big Rolodex of like tariffs, but obviously right at the bottom, and I can't think about what Japan has done to harbor resentment from America, but we've got, I'll say we, not me, I'm in the UK, luckily. They've got a 24% tariff right now, and that's pretty extortionate when you think about if you're a small American business reseller specializing in Japanese product, and it's costing you $100 yesterday, and 24% tariff coming in, and obviously the origins of Japan where they made the products, you're now paying $124 for the same box you were. This sucks because you're about to import the new Glory of Team Rocket set. That's going to have a massive impact on your wallet, especially given that the retail prices right now, the market prices right now are going to be extortionate. Like, I think I was quoted about £120 a box for me per Glory of Team Rocket box. It sounds, and obviously, as we get a bit more understanding with the stock levels and how that's allocated in Japan, that price might dip. It might go up depending on how high the supply demand is. But if you're an American seller right now, it sucks. And I think what I'm more worried about as well is also the English. A lot of the English sets are primarily manufactured in America. While that might not have any direct tariff tax applied to it, because obviously the origin's America, Pokémon Company will be importing goods that, are a piece of cardboard, are tinfoil, whatever makes the cards, the products. If they're not of origin of America, China's gone up to, I think, 67%. Imagine if they're getting all their cardboard from China now. That's doubling in price, and for the Pokemon Company, and eventually that's going to drip back down to us, the consumer. Obviously, when that's become product coming out to the UK, or staying internally, or just internationally in general, we could be seeing the English market inflate slowly over time, not as dramatically or immediately as the Japanese market. I mean, PSA right now, they've closed all their English or imports from anywhere outside of the US right now because of these tariff changes. I think it's only about 10% for the UK, but imagine that's everyone from around the world changing. China, for example, suddenly they're having to pay 67% tariff to go grade with PSA. I wonder if that's going to be it's going to be quite interesting for the market, because we've got like PSA in Japan, so you can go deposit your cards with PSA there, pay obviously in yen, and then that gets transported to the facility. That bypasses the whole import fee because they've got an office there, or I don't know how they do it, might grade on site. I wonder if that means you're going to start seeing more centers pop up around the world to bypass these tariffs, because that would be the most logical point. It's the same thing for Pokemon. You might see Pokemon start moving distribution and production centers outside of America. That would be quite interesting to see. This is probably a real long-term, potentially, if it is even viable. Tariffs can change, of course, but as it stands right now, it's a real interesting place for Pokemon, because I think you're going to see the Japanese market fly up in price or just die. So as a fly on the wall, it's going to be interesting for me as a Pokemon fan and collector myself. I think it sucks, because if I was in America right now and I collect Japanese, I'd just be so disheartened, because with the scalping that's going on, everything in the world, you know, people fighting in Walmart. The last thing you need is the president of your country saying, by the way, this is going to cost you more just in general now. Especially after like when such a fire set's coming out, because it's such poor timing with everything going on in the world. I think we need a big win at some point soon, because it's so doom and gloomy right now. But this is a Pokemon first business, you know, Pokemon first just because it makes the most money, not because it's a bias or anything like that. I mean, I do have tattoos about it, but, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is also my boy. Yeah, I'm Yugi. Place in my heart forever. You got me into TCG, so yeah, I mean, let me know what you think, because it's a crazy uncertain time right now, and obviously I'm not in America. I don't plan to be in America, but I think this is obviously massively impacting everything around the world, not just TCG, but we're talking about TCG right now. So let me think about this, and maybe more videos will come out. I could be incorrect with some of the things I'm saying, so, you know, feel free to correct me in the comment section. But what do you think? Because it feels like, you know, I was teetering on the edge of being like, is the dark times over with Pokemon? With the production apparently being increased across the sets, reprints being, you know, done, Pokemon kind of owning them problems, and then this comes and slaps you right in the face. I just think, like, just sigh. I think that's exactly how I think that expression. But let's try and keep positive thoughts here. You know, we can finally maybe get hold of products that we want. You know, Destined Rivals apparently going to be printed to oblivion. There's some really cool Poke Beach articles coming out about that. You know, it looks insane. You know, I'll be happy if there is too much of this product for once. I know it sucks because the value will go down, but I just think for the collectors, kids, people getting into the hobby, we just need this. So yeah, let me know what you think about this whole tariff and what impacts you think it's going to have on the, you know, the wider trading card world, not just Pokemon. But obviously, if you're a Japanese seller right now, based in America, that sucks, especially if you'd be in my position where you're just starting out. I think, you know, my feelings go out to you, and yeah, fingers crossed it sorts stuff out. Bye.